It's CalifaRap.net, and it's a brand new and exclusive interview with Mr. D. So, D, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
Oh, actually, I'm doing pretty good. You know what I was thinking about the other day, when we were talking about doing the interview, we haven't even done our yearly interview in 2016, so it was definitely about time to have you back right here on CalifaRap.net.
Definitely, definitely. Sometimes people want to hear interviews.
All right, all right. I don't even want to waste that much time, and let's start talking about the two records, that you have put out so far this year. The first record you released is called Real Brothers and is the long-awaited collaboration LP with S.A. Bobby, aka Bobby Southland. I mean, let us know what the people can expect from that album.
Well, as you know, that's my brother. He's a couple years older than me. Um, he's we've been rapping. He's been there from the start, obviously. So me and him had to do something. It's been long awaited, like you said, and I think it's a pretty good album. It's got some slow songs, got some fast songs, got a little bit of everything on there. So it's a good. To me, it's a good project. People hear it, people that heard it seem to like it. So if you haven't heard it, make sure you go out and listen to it and purchase the CD or the download it or whatever they do nowadays. It's all about digital, I guess.
All right, all right. I mean, let us know why it has actually taken you so long to get that record done, because I would say, since S.A. Bobby is your brother, he has been there from the beginning.
It was kind of my fault because when I'm working in the studio, I'll designate certain songs for certain albums, and sometimes I'll steal songs from other albums to finish other albums. So a lot of times songs that were supposed to be on that album ended up on another album, and that one kept getting pushed back, 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 and so that's why it kind of took a long time. And I guess got to concentrate on one album. When you're running a company, you want to put out so many different albums, and you start taking from other people's albums and other projects that could fit on other things. So it gets kind of tricky towards the end. So that's why I kind of took long on his and mine.
The album title, Real Brothers, is of course referring to your real life situation, but is it also
Correct.
an homage to the classic West Coast gangster rap album Real Brothers by BG Knockout and Gangsta Drayster?
Obviously, of course I know about that album. That was one of the best West Coast albums that were ever put out. That was kind of not. It was kind of slept on, I think. The Real Brothers, BG Knockout, and Drayster the Gangster, who I knew Drayster. He was on my first record. So yeah, it was kind of a copy, I guess you could call it, or they were both brothers, and me and Bobby are both brothers, so it seemed to fit the title.
All right, over the last couple of weeks or months, you have also released two videos for the album. The first one has been "Things Will Never Get Better," featuring Cold 187 and S.A. Saint, as well as "The Streets Are So Cold." Let us know more about those two videos and songs.
They're both kind of similar songs, and they're both kind of like positive songs, and more on the positive reality side of our style. If you really listen to the lyrics, we ain't trying to glorify nothing about being a gangster because in 2017 it's kind of hard to be a gangster still. So there's reality songs. So if you listen to the lyrics and listen to the hooks, and it's time to wake up and live better because the streets are cold out here.
The record also features two West Coast legends, or three if we also include Cold 187, MC8, and Squeak Roo. How did you end up working with them?
That was all to do to my friend from way back, Spooky, runs a label called Mob G. He hooked up MC8 and Squeak Roo, and they seem to fit the songs I put them on. And of course, they're both well known, especially MC8, from Straight Up Menace to Growing Up in the Hood, and songs he did one time, Gaffle Me Up. So those are kind of three songs that I always liked. And All From the Eye was Slick Rue. He came out with County Jail, and that was like a song that reminded me when when I was in high school, or right out of high school around that time. And they both like you say, West Coast legends. That West Coast sound that there's no other music like it. West Coast music, there's nothing like it. You'll never find that type of music again. The old '90s West Coast rap, it's the best music ever. So that's my opinion. I'm just trying to keep it alive.
What's your favorite song from the album, and especially why?
I like I'll Make You Famous with me, Cole 187, Bobby, and 8. It's the first song I ever heard Hutch and 8 on together. Two of the West Coast pioneers. And then me and Bobby got to be on it, and then my boy Casper, aka the Kaz, does the hook. And, it's just I think it's a well produced, put together song. I'll Make You Famous. Check that out when you get a chance.
All right, I think we covered the Real Brothers release for now. So let's go on with the Southland release, the next episode, which hit the streets end of September. I mean, as usual, let us know what we can expect from that album music-wise.
That's just some pretty hardcore Southland shit right there. It's this Southland. If you like and enjoy Southland music, that's us. Before the TV show, we're Southland. We came out before they copied us. So copied our name, whatever. If I think they did. But yeah, it's Southland. So that's why I said Southland the next episode. Because we're the original Southland group. So as the music wise, I think it's well produced. Everything on there is good music. It's featuring all kinds of good people, good rappers, good individuals. So check it out. The next episode, Southland.
You already mentioned, that it's some, yeah, you said hardcore stuff on the album. Well, when I heard it, I've been surprised that there is no love song on it. So you are definitely right about that. I mean, what's your favorite track on that album, and especially why?
I like all the tracks. I like the So Deep in the Game. I like the intro, the West Coast Radio intro. I like the song with I like pretty much all the songs. If I had to pick a particular favorite, I don't even know right now because I've been listening to the record a lot. Probably So Deep in the Game or Crime Pays or The Deal. Right now I like them all. There's no particular one that I could really say is my favorite yet because it's so new in my brain. But not really because I've been doing work on the record for a minute. But as a whole, it's listening to a whole. I like the whole album.
You already mentioned two tracks. The first one is You Know the Deal, which you also already released a video for, and the second one
Correct.
is Crime Pays, which I think you are going to release another video for. So let us know more about that two songs and also
Okay.
the visual for it.
Okay. Well, the first one, The Deal, we shot. And that video's out on. You can look. Watch it on YouTube. The Deal, Southland, and it's all of us in there. Everybody that's on the cover. So we all actually rapped on that individual track. The Cass, Saint, Hillside, Bobby, me, Big Lazy, Big Al, the Southland team right there. And then Crime Pays is me, Big Al. Big Al's a new rapper for I'm putting it down on Southland. He'll be coming out for records soon. If you're wondering who that is, Saint and the Cass and Enemy for Most Wanted is on Crime Pays. And that video we shot half of it. We got to add a little bit more to it, and that'll be coming out next, which is a great positive song. You can tell by the title.
Okay, you already mentioned now some of the artists, which are on that record. What I like is that OG Tricks, who was working with you at one time and is now resting in
Correct.
peace, is also featured on that record. So, what made you put out those songs on that album?
Oh, me and Triggs did a lot of stuff together. He was, he was staying at my house once in a while. That was a good homie right there. And he would always come by, and we'd be dropping in the studio. We, dropped a few things, so, and I was waiting to put it out, so, instead of letting this sit in the bank, in the computer bank, I'd rather just let people hear it, because I think he was one of the best Chicano rappers out there. It was really underrated. OG Triggs from Venice.
So for now, we have covered the two albums, that you have already released this year. So let's go on talking about your upcoming stuff. What's lined up from SL Entertainment in the future?
For the rest of 17 and 18, we're working on a few projects. I got a lot of stuff lined up. Right now I'm working on my new album, which is overdue. I think it's gonna be called America's Most Hated, but that's not for sure. I put out a little graphic on my Instagram, Mr. D new account. Check it out and add me on Instagram. But that one's coming out. That I'm working on right there, and that has some really good features on it. So you'll be up tripping out who I got on that album. And then I got Hillside's new album that's pretty much done. He's got to get in the studio and finish it. I got Big Al's new album, freshman release, and he'll be coming out real soon. I got a new Southland album, which I'm always working on. And then I'm going to do some different things like best ofs, stuff like that, remixes and all that type of stuff. Maybe some unreleased tracks on that, a best of, like a Mr. D best of or whatever, and Southland best of, and a bunch of different things. We'll be shooting more videos, shooting that and that, and yes, I'm still got that movie in process. So that's a whole other thing right there, trying to do a movie. Damn. But it is what it is. If you want to do a cheap, low budget one, you come out real quick, but you want to do it for real, got to hit up Harvey Weinstein. But we'll see what happens in the near future.
So you mentioned, some particular albums. Do you already have in mind when they will be out? Is there anything supposed to be released this year, or are we talking about 2018 when it comes to more new music?
Might be able to slip something in this year, but I doubt it. It's already this month. This time slips by quick. Time flies. So we're already in October. October's gonna be over before you wink, and then you got November and you got December. So those months are really always busy, especially when you got kids. So those are all family months, November and December. So probably next year, but you never know. I might get something out by the end of the year.
Well, all right, so we covered the music, but there was also some controversy about you and Mr. Capone when you put up a picture on Instagram. I mean, let us know more about that whole situation.
Me and Capone, we've been going back since 1999, 2000. I met Capone, before we were right when we began, when we got into this rap business. He he had a record out that he did with when Frank V and ODM was on it. Helped produced it, whatever. And he needed someone to help him out with distribution because I had gotten a distribution deal through a friend of mine named Rick, and I took him, to introduce him to Rick, at ground level. And we got his record out, and we put his record through, and we pretty much, started his career, me and Rick. So, that was just about him not giving any credit to where credit was due. But we spoke, and he admitted that, that we both helped each other out back in the day. You know, he was on the Southland record. If you listen to the first original Southland record, the first drawing that ever came out as a record, the first gangster drawing from the prison system was put on a CD cover. You know, I did that. You know, Chicano Rap Oldies, first Chicano Rap ever record, come out all oldies, I did that. First Chicano Rap DVD, Southland Most Wanted, I did that. You know, putting out homies from the neighborhood, you know, from different neighborhoods and all that. I was the first to do that. You know, Cornejo, Capone, Rude Boy, rest in peace. You know, all those dudes from different neighborhoods on that first Southland record. That was unheard of to do something like that. You know, when Southland did that, me. You know, and I put out Packtown Riders. I was the first to do that. You know, so, you know, Capone, you know, I talked to him once in a while. You know, he was me. You know, me and Capone been, you know each other for a long time. So, you know, it's just giving, you know, credit where credit's due. That's all.
All right, all right. I mean, once again, let us know why we should actually go out and pick up Mr. D and Bobby Southland, Real Brothers, as well as Southland, the next episode.
If you like real Chicano rap, real West Coast style type rap, and real, you know, real music, you're gonna want to pick those albums up, definitely. Mr. D, Bobby Southland, Real Brothers in stores now. You know, available digitally, and Southland next episode in stores, and it's available digitally. And they're both really good albums, so check them out.
So, you know how it is, as usual at the end of our interviews, is there anything else that you want to say?
Yeah, we need to keep supporting each other, keep supporting Chicano rap, keep supporting the Chicano movement, because most of these people, you know, are ashamed nowadays to be Chicano. And it's pretty sad. You know, it's the way of life, and it's the way we were brought up, you know. So, you know, you don't have to be ashamed to be what you are, you know. Be brown and proud, and just keep it that way. You know, don't ever forget that. You know, the roots of what we come from. You know, where the people really belong here. That with the native and Spanish blood, we belong here more than anybody else. So when you're questioned, be proud to be brown. You know, when you question about what you are, be proud to be Chicano. That's all I gotta say.